First up, our big story of the day, Team India for the Bangladesh tour has been announced, and while the return of Harbhajan Singh has been the main talking point, it's also important to note that the selectors picked a full-strength squad for the tour to the neighbouring country. Here's a recap of what happened earlier today.
Putting aside all rumours, the Indian selectors picked the strongest side for the tour of Bangladesh.
Everybody reported fit except Mohammad Shami, who is recovering, and he will be available after 4 weeks. Otherwise, everybody was available for the selection.
For the lone test, Virat Kohli will lead the side. The batting gets strength with likes of Vijay, Dhawan, KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Rahane and Pujara. Ridhiman Saha is the man behind the stumps. And the duo of Harbhajan Singh and Ravichandran Ashwin provide the spin option together with Karan Sharma. The pace attack comprises of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Umesh Yadav, Varun Aaron and Ishan Sharma. All talks of seniors getting a farewell series or youngsters are platform were squashed by Sandeep Patil and his team. But one man who did reclaim his spot was Harbhajan Singh.
हरभजन को लिया गया है, खास करके जो बांग्लादेश की बैटिंग स्ट्रेंथ है और जितने लेफ्ट हैंडर्स उनके साइड में है उसको नजर रखते हुए सिलेक्शन कमिटी फेल्ट दैट a second off spinner is needed, and we had a selection committee also had a long discussion with the captain Mr. Virat Kohli on this issue, and then the decision was taken.
His consistent performances in the IPL for Mumbai Indians, where he has picked 16 wickets in 14 matches. India will play 1 test and 3 ODI against Bangladesh starting June 10. For the one-dayers, Dhoni dons the captain's hat, while Dhawan, Rohit, Virat, Raina, Raidu and Rahane will lead the batting charge. Bhaji, though does not feature in the ODI side, as Ravindra Jadeja gets the nod.
India will now go to Bangladesh with a full-strength test and one-day team. The only surprise is Harbhajan Singh's test comeback, which may possibly pave the way now for a direct competition between Harbhajan and Ashwin for the playing 11, or if they play together in the playing 11 in a one-off test match. It is this competition which may force the players to concur with the selectors that they would rest another day. In Mumbai, Rasesh Mandani, Headlines Today.
All right, let's go across now to Harbhajan Singh, who's joining us on the show. Bhaji, were you always confident of making a comeback as long as it has taken?
Yes, Shivani, thank you very much. First of all, yes, I was always confident because that's the reason I play cricket for. I wanted to make a comeback into the Indian side, and of course, I've been saying every game is an opportunity for me wherever I'm playing to do well and do something special to get back into the Indian side. I'm very happy that today I got back into the national side, and hopefully I can contribute to the team's success.
Right. What do you think went in your favour? Your IPL show, domestic performances weren't that big to write home about, and coupled with the fact that the spinners didn't do very well lately in the Indian team.
That I don't know, Shivani. I just wanted to be sure of my own thing, what I can do to get back. That's what I did. During the IPL, I performed well, and whatever opportunities I've got, I've done well. So just worked really hard on my game, and I got what I wanted, and I got back into the national side. I just need to now make sure that I continue to work hard, even harder, to be there and continue to do well for the team.
Do you feel there will be a healthy, intense pressure on you, as this is just one test, and you would want to secure your position for coming series as well?
Well, every game there is a certain pressure, but of course, end of the day, I just have to back myself and back my ability, what I can do with the ball, with the bat, and it's just another game. It's not my first game, but obviously I'll be playing after a long time. But it's always going to be challenging, whatever game you play, whether you're playing your 100th game or you're playing your first game. So there will be challenge, but that's what we play cricket for.
Right. Is there any communication, Bhaji, that you've had with the board, the BCCI, the selectors, or even new test captain Virat Kohli?
Nothing as yet. to be honest. But I'm sure once I'll meet, because everyone is busy. Virat have a game tonight, and I'm sure the BCCI members are also busy with the IPL final is just around the corner. So I'm sure I'll meet them, and if they have something to say, of course they will say to me, and that's all really.
How hard was it, Bhaji? Tell your fans today who are listening to you, how hard was it when you were outside the team close to 2 years?
See, it's always difficult, but you know, one should not lose hope, and I'm one of those guys who always had that belief that if I can do it for 12, 13 years, or why can't I do it for another 4, 5 years?
Right.
You know, it's always been there in my mind, and that's exactly what I wanted to do, and that's exactly how I play my game, you know. And I worked really hard, and I wanted to get fit. I got fit, and I worked really hard on my bowling, my skills, and today I'm there, and I just want to make it count.
And we wish you all the best for that. Do you think there'll be some healthy competition now between you and Ashwin in the team?
It's always been a competition, you know, whether you play along with your spinners, whether you play against guys like Muralitharan or Shane Warne, because end of the day you want to do the best, and at the same time I want others also to do the best, and and there's a healthy competition is a good competition, isn't it?
Have you changed anything at all, Bhaji? What is it that you would like to do, and what is it that your fans will see you do when you come back for India and play against Bangladesh?
Well, I just have to back myself and believe in myself that you know what needs to be done, you know what team wants me to do, and I'll have to work accordingly. And end of the day, I just have to keep things simple. Just have to bowl well, bat well, and be very aware what's happening in the middle. And if I can concentrate on those small little things, then I'm sure I'll be good.
Before I let you go, Bhaji, we have to ask you about the IPL. Congratulations on making the final. What's the mood like in the team, and what is the kind of preparation you guys will be doing over the next 3 days?
Yes, we are very happy. Mumbai Indians made it in the final. A lot of people were saying that we are not going to make it in the first 4, but you know, after our first 5 games, the way we played, we lost all 5, but I think it's been a total turnaround, you know, the way we have played our cricket, and obviously really happy to be there in the final, and hopefully we can play another good game and lift the cup.
And your show specifically has been brilliant for the Mumbai Indians. One of the things, you know, that have put you back into the spotlight. You'll be backing yourself for another good show in the final and lift that trophy.
Yes, obviously it'll be great, you know, if we can produce another good performance in Calcutta. You know, Calcutta has always been a very, very good ground for me, for my team. You know, we have done well there as a team, and hopefully we can repeat the history there, what we did in 2013, Mumbai Indian lifting the cup. Hopefully we can repeat that again.
All right, I have to ask you though, before I let you go, which team would you like to meet in the final? The eliminator is in just a few minutes from now. 3 teams still in the run.
Well, they're all 3 good teams. You know, you can't really choose whether this or that one. So whatever team will come, we'll have to play our best cricket, and hopefully if we can do that, and I'm sure we'll be good then.
All right, Harbhajan Singh, big congratulations. I know you've been working very hard to make a comeback into the Indian team. Congratulations and all the best for the final. And earlier, we also spoke to former India captain Sourav Ganguly, who had backed Bhaji to make a return to the Test fold together with Nikhil Chopra and Boria Majumdar. Listen in. Sourav, but Harbhajan makes a comeback. You had spoken to headlines yesterday saying he deserves a Test spot, and that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm not surprised by that, because as I said yesterday, the spin is a very important area in India's armory, and the spinners haven't done well for a while overseas, and I think that's the reason Harbhajan Singh has come back, and I hope he utilizes his opportunity well. He's been in terrific form in the IPL, but IPL and Test cricket are 2 completely different platforms. I wish him all the luck, and hopefully he comes back successful from the tour of Bangladesh.
Of course, Harbhajan Singh had, spoken to the media before the selection and said he's desperate to come back and play for the team. Sourav, this is just one test. Do you think this can be the beginning of a return for Harbhajan Singh? What does he need to do in that one test to be part of the, future scheme of the Indian team?
Well, it's simple, isn't it? Bowl well and pick wickets. That's what he needs to do. He's a competitor, as you saw last night. When it comes to big games, he stands up and delivers and produces match-winning performances. The wickets of Suresh Raina and Mahendra Singh Dhoni turned the game around for Mumbai Indians yesterday night. So when you pick players like Harbhajan, you expect them to produce match-winning performance, not just take wickets, but take wickets at important times, which turns the game. And that's how good teams are, and that's how good teams win cricket matches. He's done that in the past. He's done that in the past for India when he was younger. The only thing what is required is for Virat Kohli to handle him properly, to allow him to settle down. He should not come into a setup where it should be that one game. If you do well, then the next one. If you do well, the next one, then another one. I don't think it should be worked that way, and I'm sure Virat Kohli will not do that. I know he's backing Harbhajan, otherwise he wouldn't have been in the side. I hope he gets a fair opportunity and a bit of breathing space to settle down with the pressure that you have to perform well. I think that's for everyone, and I don't think it shouldn't change for Harbhajan Singh.
That's exactly what I meant, because this is just one test match. Boria, do you think he's firmly back in the scheme of things as far as the selectors are concerned, and they're willing to give him a longer run?
I do. I at least hope I do. Harbhajan Singh deserves a longer run. If you see what has happened to Indian spin over the last 3 years overseas, no wickets whatsoever. Even in the fourth innings, we have struggled to get batters out. Ravindra Jadeja, Ravichandran Ashwin. Harbhajan Singh has done that in the past, so why not? In fact, I would even not be surprised if doors open up for him in the World T20 next year in India, because he's done exceptionally well in the IPL. He's very much, contributing with the bat as well, so why not? Harbhajan Singh is a competitor, and I wish him all the luck. I'm also intrigued and about the Suresh Raina selection. In fact, I think this is a major set, a pattern now, that Suresh Raina test match cricket, it may well be the doors for him. You don't perform overseas. Sourav has been talking about this for the longest time. Is it doors closed for Suresh Raina as far as test cricket is concerned?
Yes, it was kind of expected that he won't find that spot in the test squad. Of course, he's there in the one-day setup. Just carrying on to talk about Harbhajan Singh, big comeback for him. Remember, there is the set of seniors like Virendra Sehwag, Gambhir, Yuvraj, Harbhajan, Zaheer, not so much. He's quite older now. But these guys have been trying to come back into the team, and Harbhajan seems to be the first one who's managed to do that. Perhaps maybe the only one in some time to come. But Nikhil, what has been so impressive about Harbhajan of what you've seen in the IPL?
Well, at least, he's been consistently, Shivani, been picking up wickets, the intensity, he's been bowling in good areas. I think the most important thing is the ball's coming out very good, out of the hand, and he looks much confident. The body language is good. He's not getting carted away for runs. And the way he's got the wickets, I know two different platforms, Test cricket and the T20 format, but it's how you're taking wickets. Is he beating the batsman? Is he troubling the batsman? Yes, he is. And he's consistently done well.
It's only one test, but the likes of KL Rahul, Pujara, Saha and Karan Sharma has been kept in the test squad as well.
I think KL Rahul has selected his own position after getting that 100 in Sydney. It was a fabulous 100 in the test match in Australia, and I think he's a player for the future. He's got fantastic technique against genuine fast bowling at the top of the order, and obviously he deserved a place in the squad. Shikhar Dhawan, I thought, was lucky to be in the test team. That's an area what the selectors need to have a look, and also Karan Sharma. Karan Sharma selection. I don't think the selectors tampered with the side too much. What went to Australia. I think that at some stage they'll have to look at Pragyan Oja. I don't know how he's bowling with his new action, because I think he can be a very good test bowler overseas because he's accurate. It requires different skills when you go to England and Australia and South Africa, and different skills when you bowl on turning pitches in India.
Your name is